my name's Devina. Thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. This is my monthly readings I do for singles looking for love, and I've just now started doing the individual signs. So hopefully if the heading caught your attention, Virgo, there's a message here for you. And it is a general reading, so just please take what resonates with your situation and leave the rest for someone else. That's what I know. I say that every video just about. Okay, Virgo. This reading, well, it has a little bit of a challenge in it. I'm not sure exactly what that stands for, so we'll probably end up pulling more cards. But to get started, I pulled out, I think that overall you're being asked to be a student again or connect to a teacher of some kind. First card out for you was Cobra. And Cobra, it's when you're in balance, you're a student of life and you're humble and you're wise. When a Cobra personality gets out of balance, they're a know-it-all and egocentric. To bring into balance, a Cobra person needs to take a class or study. And it's also can represent your inner teacher. But yeah, so the Cobra is when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And at the bottom of another deck, we got the mermaid and the turtle, an elder will teach you. So I feel like there's something about student teacher, whether you and your person of interest, have you met your person? If you haven't, I'm gonna pull cards on where you might meet them. But your person looks to me more of like an artistic person, and I'll show you their cards here in a second. But first, let's finish looking at the 3 cards I pulled for you, Virgo. First was the Cobra. Second was perhaps you're in a situation where leaving something behind has been a challenge for you. This card typically represents in this deck somebody who's a miser, somebody who's greedy, somebody who wants to take everything with them to hell. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to hell or any of that because it's kind of silly, but that's what this card represents. So the way I'm going to read it is that perhaps there's something that is something you're clinging on to. And we'll look at more cards just to get a full picture of everything. The next card I got to represent you was the Mermaid of Immersion, complete commitment. So whatever it is that you're looking at doing, whether you're looking at being a student again or taking a course, studying with a specific teacher, this reading may have messages for you. Now your person, first card out was Starfish. Starfish is typically somebody who's very attractive and they rely on their looks perhaps a little bit too much. Starfish, next card out was King of Cups. Now this card comes out a lot. For some reason, the King of Cups wants to be seen. And it could be a feminine in this King of Cup energy. So take it how it applies. The energy could be a Cancer or a Scorpio or a Pisces, but they're definitely in a water element as the Starfish. And next card I got to represent your person was creativity, genius, writing, expression, artistic flow. So your person might be an artist. They could be a writer, somebody who is in some form of creative work. And that could be anything. It could be musician. It could be writing scripts, plays, take it how you think it applies to your situation. But I do feel like there might even be within your situation with your person a student-teacher kind of a scenario thing, and I'm only picking that up because of the teacher cards. So energies you both share, we have Strength, Knight of Wands. You're both on guard. Maybe you're both guarding your heart. But the Magician came out first, and the Magician, we know who the Magician is. The Magician is the one that can manifest whatever they need in their current reality. with all of the elements. They use their magic and they create in this world. So you're both in that energy. I asked what was the challenge of the two of you. And the first card out was 10 of Pentacles. So this one shows a man teaching his son how to play chess. Underneath, the servant has stolen the king piece. So as a challenge, I also pulled out working together, 3 of Pentacles. I'm not sure if there is a crowd. 3 is a crowd. If there's more, you know, the person is, how that would be a challenge to you and your person is working together. How that applies, I haven't figured out yet. So I'm gonna pull more cards on it. I also I wanted to know more, and I pulled out, and this is interesting. Okay, so it's funny how, you know, you pull out these cards and then you get more cards on the same exact message, and they're trying, like the guides or however it works with me is trying to get me to understand, because this is imprisonment and it came out with working, 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, it's an additional challenge is working with something. There's somebody in this 10 of Pentacles energy, maybe they have all their abundance. I'm not sure. That's what I need to pull more cards, because to get imprisonment with 8 of Coins is she's working diligently. And I'm not sure if a person feels like they're tied to doing one thing and they can't do anything else. Then we get the man. We get a masculine energy. And this deck has feminine and masculine. So I feel like there is a man or a woman in masculine energy that is having a hard time with a new beginning, starting something new. It could be even like starting a new project, perhaps. Like maybe they're just feeling like they are tied to something and they're not even able to do anything else. Whoa, I just got that. I didn't know where that came from. All right, so the advice was Wheel of Fortune. This wheel is going to turn for better or worse with this Page of Wands. All right, so I'm thinking the page, you know, is like a young energy. Someone's starting out on something new. I want to read to you what this page represents in case there's some keywords in it for you. He's using a pair of handmade stilts. The page boldly treks across an icy pond, undaunted by the inherent risk of his actions. He confronts life's obstacles with youthful optimism and energy. Creative thinking, ingenuity, a genius. So that's the advice. The advice to the challenge. Now let's think about this for a minute, okay? If you are feeling imprisoned by a job, and lacking inspiration, whatever it is, this fiery wand always wants to create and start something new. But it came out as a challenge with this masculine energy. So I'm not sure if there's somebody that is stuck in an old way of seeing things and doing things, and it's really hard for them to pick up this new wand and do something different this time around. I feel like that is a challenge to you and your person coming together, or something to do with their job situation or yours. Take it how you think it applies to your situation. But as I brought out, I feel like your person, Virgo, may be in a water sign energy, because the bottom of this deck was King of Cups again. So the King of Cups wanted to be seen twice. Now, as an outcome, we got, first card out was Queen of Cups. So there is a match. You don't have to be a water sign, but when you get this, it just shows that there is a king and queen and energies that are complementary to each other. That was the first card out as the outcome, was this Queen of Pentacles. Next card was walking away to better place, leaving. leaving something behind because wherever you are at this moment in time isn't where you want to be. And that's a good card. Look at that. Look at that. They're not alone. They're not alone in this endeavor to go to a better place in their life. And the next card was Lofty Ideals with Galahad. Galahad. This is my the playing card oracles. And he represents somebody who's pure, somebody who got the Holy Grail because he stayed focused. He stayed focused on the prize. He didn't lose touch with reality. And so I think that is another thing that's really important right now, is to stay grounded, Virgo. I know you're an earth sign. You shouldn't have any problem with that. It just depends on what else is in your chart and what is going on in your life at the moment. Okay, so I want to pull some cards, some more cards. Let's see where you might meet your person. We're going to look for numbers. We're going to look for pictures. If you haven't met your person, where might you meet your person? All right, so there's something with smoke and visions. Perhaps you saw them in a dream. This is support. It doesn't have a number. Well, it does. It has 50 cents, 2 quarters, 5. Let's keep going. Something about renewal, rainbow. You're protected while you're in your shell with your layers. You have protection. All right, let's look for some more pictures. That one didn't do it for me. Let's see. I'm gonna use this deck here. Pictures and numbers. Where might the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising meet their person in the future if they haven't met them yet? All right, number 4 wants to be seen. This looks like Stonehenge in the back, and there's children running to a woman. It says birth. It's really beautiful. It almost looks like spring. You might meet them when it's, but she's got a sweater on. Yeah, but it can be cold in the spring. It might be a springtime 4th month for you. Take it if you feel that applies to your situation. Where else might the Virgo meet their person while they're being protected in their shell, going through a rebirth or renewal? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. 7 of Roses. It looks like Italy. You might be lucky. You might be traveling Italy, Rome. Well, that actually looks like Venice. Look at the boats in the water. Ooh, nice. Italy. This card, I see this one quite often. 5, wishes fulfilled. Look at the cornucopia. It could be fall. I think that's whenever there's pumpkins and things like that on the table. They might meet them in like a place that looks like that. Kind of rustic, perhaps. All right, we're gonna keep going here. We're gonna try and find out more on your outcome. Possible outcome with the Virgo's person. What else do they need to look forward to? Yeah, as far as the challenge of the working together, let's just see what we can pull on that too. But right now, let's look for outcome, possible outcome. The novice. The novice. It says, innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. Number 5, we got 5 here too, so that might be significant. 5 weeks, the 5th month, 5 months from now. It's a novice. So as a person, we got this in here as the student. Remember, Virgo? maybe your inner teacher, or you need to meet a teacher that's going to help you with something in your life at this time. Let's see, what does that want to tell us? The innocence, the novice. There might be a keyword here for you. Oh, how perfect it just goes. The novice is reminding you to be teachable and humble. If you don't know something, don't pretend that you do. Chances are that you'll make an error that may cost you more than you wish to pay. New information is coming, and this is the time to open up to learning and expanding. The novice also reminds you to be like a child and remember the wonder and awe you once had for the world around you when discovering magic was an essential part of everyday experience. The lesson is always mirrored in the experience in front of you. Dig deep into the workings of whatever situation you're inquiring about. You don't have to look far, for the answer is right in front of you. Have you ever had those moments where you can see everything but what's in front of you? Like the salt and pepper shaker. Yeah, so I feel like this is your theme for this reading, friend, is that you're going to have to be humble and teachable again, perhaps, or at least, you know, be open to new ideas, learning something new. How that is going to be your outcome with this lofty idea is that it's going to have to be implemented in the physical, not just up in the sky. As far as the challenge with your person coming together and the work and feeling locked into something, imprisoned by something, let's pull some advice on that. What do we need to know? Ooh, okay, I'm gonna use my Shapeshifter Oracle deck and get some keywords on how are you gonna get through this challenge? This 8 of Pentacles, imprisonment, 3 of Pentacles, work with this masculine. What is it gonna take to overcome this challenge and this relationship coming together? Virgo, tell us what we need to know, Spirit, for the Virgo watching this video. All right, you got this card, strange companions and stranger places. Challenges, use your imagination. Oh my God, that does not answer the question. The question was, how are we going to overcome the challenge? It says to use our imagination. Don't you just love it when it does that? It makes my life more difficult. Let's look this up, number 28. What do we need to know about overcoming the challenge? All right. Okay. Let's look at this card for a minute. Strange companions. You see a raccoon. There's a mixed animal. I don't know what the heck that is. I've never seen one before. It's not like any animal I've ever seen. One person has magic mushrooms that say, "Eat me," and the other person is holding apples with faces. So it says, Einstein, one of your wise ones, said the imagination is more important than power. How true is this? There is nothing on the planet that was not born out of a dream or a wayward thought, including these 2 unlikely companions who were born out of separate imaginations, but who live on and grow more and more powerful thanks to the millions who believe in them and their stories. So now, I guess because these are fairy tales, that's what these 2 are. What is the message here? Let's try to figure that one out. All right, so the message is that you have a power within you, and you have the power of your creativity and your imagination and your dream self, and you're going through changes, and it seems like you have no power. But if you use your imagination, if you get truly creative about how to deal with new people and places, who you can be and what you are capable of, you will shine. You will also have beautiful, strong allies who have accompanied you on this journey and who will not leave your side. All right. So the challenge in overcoming something, working with somebody, is to use the imagination. Perhaps you and your partner are very different. I mean, if you were to look at this, the cobra, you know, this looks very different from this. Wow, it's cool. Check it out. A lot of blue in this card. Look at that. And there's this golden ray, the golden star. And then you've got this like beautiful fiery Virgo, even though you're earthy. You've also got some fire. Look at the colors. See the red and the both cards. So yeah, I feel like you and your person are very, very different. Kind of like these two. See, they're very different. But overcoming the challenge is you're gonna just have to tap into your inner wise teacher, or connect to a teacher that you feel called or drawn to help you get to the next place in your life. As an outcome, you have some lofty ideals, but you might be a beginner in something new. But whatever you're doing, you're on your way to a path of leaving something behind. And as an outcome with these two characters, I feel like they're gonna come together eventually. We just don't have a timeline yet. And sometimes it's not meant to know. All right, dear friend, I hope there was a message here. I just remembered, oh, I can't leave yet. I was gonna close. I made some cards, and this is an additional healing message to, if you have a question about something in your life that needs to be looked at from a previous relationship. What might that be? Virgo. All right. Okay. So I made this little card, and it comes from the book. I took it from Mars and Venus, Starting Over. It says, when we are fully able to experience the pain of holding on, then we automatically let go. We must let go of the pain to avoid being stuck. Avoid being stuck in the pain. Remember, Virgo, you were holding on to something. You didn't want to let it go. It says, emotional pain signifies that we are still holding on to what is no longer available. So my friend, if you have pain still from a prior relationship, or you feel pain when you think about somebody from your past, you have to let it go. It's time, and it's time to use your imagination and go into a better place in the future.